Kansas City Chiefs have done it again. No, not the Super Bowl. Well, yes, they did do that. But they have drafted another generational talent.
We just want to let you know we're going to turn the card in here and make you the newest member of the Kansas City Chiefs.
How about the guy going to Kansas City?
I got a 50 on me, but I told her I keep it 100.
Pacheco trying to make a man miss with a stiff arm.
One thing I just have to start with is Little Poppy.
Brett Veach and the whole Kansas City staff have had a very good eye on upcoming talent. Veach trading up for Mahomes in the draft was just the beginning to this dynasty. Everybody counted out Kansas City at the beginning of the season after the blockbuster trade. Super Bowl champion Tyreek Hill was traded to the Miami Dolphins. Veach, Andy Reid, Mahomes, everybody knows how much of a generational talent Tyreek is. Losing a talent like that is not easy for any team. Veach didn't see this as a time to rebuild, but a time to retool. Veach even had this to say: "We did a good job of understanding that we're not going to find another Tyreek." The Kansas City Chiefs had to restructure their offense if they wanted to win another Super Bowl. Veach went and made many moves after the trade was made. Not even a year ago, they were saying this: how did he go from screwing up the offseason to winning another Lombardi trophy? There are many different factors on why the Chiefs beat all the odds to win the Super Bowl again. Let's not avoid the obvious. Patrick Mahomes is, well, Patrick Mahomes. Since starting, Patrick Mahomes has led the Chiefs to 5 consecutive AFC Championship games, bringing in 2 Super Bowls for Kansas City. I think we all can agree that Mahomes has already stamped himself into the QB Mount Rushmore. Veach had made many moves during this offseason, including the signing of free agent Juju Smith-Schuster. One of the most valuable decisions Veach made this offseason happened in the draft. Pacheco was drafted in the 7th round of the 2022 NFL Draft. This was said about Pacheco right after being drafted. Kansas City didn't even know how they could utilize Pacheco, but Kansas City needed help running the ball. But how did Veach know that Pacheco was going to be their guy? Isiah Pacheco played quarterback, running back, and defensive back at Vineland High School in New Jersey. Pacheco was a top 30 running back and a top 20 player in New Jersey in the class of 2018. Pacheco finished his senior season with numerous All-State and All-League honors after rushing 154 times for 1,414 yards and 18 touchdowns, while passing for 598 yards and 3 touchdowns. Defensively, Pacheco made 28 tackles and 2 interceptions. That being said, Pacheco has always had that dog in him. Pacheco was heavily recruited by Syracuse, Maryland, Rutgers, Virginia Tech, and other programs along the East Coast. Isiah ended up committing to Rutgers University in 2017. Pacheco saw consistent playing time in each of his 4 collegiate seasons. He finished his college career having amassed 563 rushing attempts for 2,442 yards, 4.3 yards per carry, with 18 rushing touchdowns. He also caught 47 passes for 249 yards and 1 touchdown. Pacheco has shown his commitment and love for the game throughout his whole entire career. Most athletes are motivated by something bigger than themselves though. When Pacheco was a high school student in South Jersey, he lost his brother and sister to murder over the course of less than 2 years, leaving him with lifelong scars. These tragic occurrences motivated Pacheco to pursue greatness. Pacheco stated that he plays football for them and continued to push through adversity. Isiah Pacheco was as underrated as it gets entering the 2022 draft, but Kansas City took notice. A 7th round pick scoring a touchdown in their first professional game should have been all the proof we needed. But it gets better. Pop didn't receive his first NFL start until week 7 against San Francisco, who had just signed Christian McCaffrey. Pacheco improved week after week this whole entire season. He ended his first professional career recording better stats than he did in any college season. 170 attempts for 830 yards, giving him 4.9 yards per carry. He had 5 touchdowns and 13 receptions. Watching Pacheco, he runs like his head is on fire. It is safe to say Pacheco is a game changer. He can shift the tone of any offense. After Clyde Edwards getting hurt, Pacheco helped keep the offense moving forward, not just by his ability on the field, but his energy he brings in each huddle. Pacheco had a huge role in the nail-biter AFC Championship game against the Bengals. Now, the last thing Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs did not want to do is lose to Joe Burrow again. That evening, Pacheco showed in 3 plays how his abilities had improved the Chiefs' offensive performance. Pacheco gained 16 yards after catching a check down throw from Patrick Mahomes and eluding a linebacker with his quickness. On the following drive, Pacheco was the recipient of another perfectly executed screen pass from Mahomes. Pacheco ran for 18 yards on the play, and it took 3 defenders to bring him down. Late in the fourth quarter, Pacheco gained 16 yards after eluding 2 outside defenders on another check down pass from Mahomes. Pacheco's fast-paced play style keeps the Chiefs' offense moving. Andy Reid is very comfortable in that environment. It is safe to say Pacheco was a missing puzzle piece to this new dynasty in Kansas City. A 7th-round pick to help lead the Chiefs to win another Super Bowl. He put up 76 yards in 15 attempts with 1 touchdown in his first ever Super Bowl. I say first ever because I believe the Kansas City Chiefs will be back. Kansas City has struggled running the ball the last few years, but having a talent like Pacheco gives a sign of relief. I'm sure the last thing the Chiefs organization wants is to let a $500 million contract go to waste. They're going to keep competing for Super Bowls until Mahomes is done.
We ain't done yet. So I'll make sure to hit y'all back next year, and I hope the crowd's the same. Appreciate y'all. Let's go, baby.